Yeah. So, when you went, how long was boot camp exactly? Like 6 months?
Boot camp was 69 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And it whipped you into shape?
You know, they break you down to just a heap of humanity in about 2 weeks. You don't know your name, you walk along, you're beaten down, you're wore down, and then they slowly build you up and they do it. It's phenomenal how quickly they can break you down.
Yeah, they have it down to like a science.
They do, absolutely, yeah. I mean, they've been making soldiers for centuries and they know how to do it quite efficiently.
Yeah, like at West Point.
Yeah.
I know someone who's going there next year.
Oh, wow.
I heard that's really intense.
Yeah.
So, on the first day of boot camp, do you remember anything in particular?
I do. Being terrified.
Really?
I ended up going in with, there was 4 of us from my high school.
Oh, okay. So at least you weren't alone.
Right. And so we weren't best friends, but we knew each other. So all of a sudden there's 4 of us, and we're the 4 guys from Minnesota. And we get there and we're laughing and we think it's, sort of fun running around and having to stand on footprints and change our uniform. And the strongest guy, who was a wrestler, Andy, good friend of mine, he's laughing and we're running around and the sergeant walks in, and I forget what Andy was doing, but he walked up and he started screaming, and he walked up and he grabbed Andy by the throat and he picked him up and put him against the wall. And Andy was squirming like a fish on the dock. And just turning red, and the sergeant saying things that I won't say out loud, but just saying,
"Oh my.
I'll turn you into blankety 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 blank, and next time you laugh when I walk into the door, you're dead meat." And everything got serious from that point on, because they would walk around and they'd hit us, and we'd have to do 100 push-ups, we'd have to hit each other, we'd have to run over anybody who fell down, we would have to...
Oh my gosh, that actually really sounds terrible. That is really terrible.
It was.
And you had to like make your bed and like make sure your shoelaces were like...
Perfect.
It's like teaching you guys like OCD.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I forgot to lock my locker one time, and I almost went to jail because of it.
Because you didn't lock your locker?
Yeah, I broke a rule.
It's a rule.
It's a rule that you always lock your locker, and I didn't. And so this brand new sergeant was trying to prove himself as a good drill instructor and had me pack my bags and head down to the jail. And fortunately for me, as I was standing there, the old sergeant, walked past, and he's walking past, he's laughing with a friend, and he stops and looks at me and says, "Aren't you one of my turds?" "Yes, sir." "What are you doing here, turd?" "Well, sir, I forgot to lock my locker. Sergeant Cheddar's going to send me to jail, sir." And he looks at his buddy and says, "Oh my God. Turd, just a minute." So,
yeah, wait, that's what he said to you. Oh, that's funny.
He walked in and talked to the lieutenant, and I got to go back. But it was terrifying.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, it was scary.
That's kind of funny though. I think it'd be